Former President Barack Obama says 60-minute question was too tough for Donald Trump. The interviewer said, "Are you ready for some tough questions?" And Donald Trump was like, "Yeah, that's not the right question to be asking. That's an inappropriate question." And I remember thinking, did he plan on walking out of that interview from the very beginning? Because isn't that what was supposed to happen when you give him an interview? You expecting tough questions. I know Donald Trump said, "Oh, well, you know, you guys always throwing softball questions at Joe Biden, and you throwing me these really hard questions." I think it just depends on what format you're on and what station you're on. Because I know Fox rarely throws really hard questions at Donald Trump, and if they ever got a chance to get Joe Biden on there, they're gonna throw some missiles at him. So it just depends on what your friends are. You know, more conservative outlets are gonna give you soft questions. You went on to 60 Minutes knowing that this is basically your opposition, your enemy territory. They're the regular news, they're the normal type of news. It's none of those, it's not real, I guess you could say liberal progressive, which to me in journalism goes hand in hand. You know, those type of people tend to go to journalism school, so they're gonna have their built-in biases, but you know, professionalism and being able to, you know, hold those biases back are a main part of their job as journalists. You're just supposed to ask regular, normal questions. So when you're the president, you're running for office, what do you expect? You expect people to criticize you and critique your last 4 years, because this is not your first time up. Now you have a record to run on. People are gonna criticize that record and ask you, what about this? Gotta be prepared for those type of answers. I just kept wondering to myself, would Barack Obama ever would have said, "Hey, you asking me the wrong questions," and got up and left an interview? I seen him chastise one time. Now, I'm not gonna say chastise, but I seen him like a behind the scenes interview he did with I want to say a Fox affiliate in Texas, and the guy was asking him really hard questions and interrupting him and stuff. So after the interview was over, he said, "Hey, listen, you know, in the future, when you want to ask me these questions, allow me to answer them first, and then you move on to the next one." But that's not the same as saying, "Well, we done here, we out of here." And I imagine supporters of Donald Trump like that. They want to see a president who's gonna treat the fake news like that. You know, I can't say I believe in fake news. I think there's consequences to lying, especially on a public format. But they have done it in the past, most definitely. I'm not saying that this is no fake news, because that does exist. But you know, when you can point them out in such a public forum, you know, to do that to a president, and it could be easily disproven, as a foolish thing. So I don't really take into account fake news when it, you know, concerns politicians. But yeah, he walked out of that 60-minute interview. I guess it was, he doesn't want tough questions from people he considers to be his opposition. But if you're trying to win an election, don't you want to convince your opposition, people who might be watching this channel, yeah, I'm not that bad of a guy, and I'll be better than the other guy.